Hi everyone and welcome to the ChatGPT tutorial. Today I will explain you all aspects of this new technology from the very beginning to the advanced level. We will cover the following topics. First of all, what is ChatGPT and what is ChatGPT history? Secondly, how to get access to the ChatGPT and what is registration process? Third, how to use ChatGPT for different professions, whether you are a blogger, copywriter, artist, developer or even a trader. We also talk about advanced ways to use ChatGPT and some business ideas. At the end of the video, we'll cover some fun ways how to use ChatGPT and also some hidden functionalities, so please watch till the end. First of all, let's understand what is ChatGPT and where it came from and why. ChatGPT, or Generative Pre-trained Transformer, is a chatbot launched by OpenAI company in November 2022. OpenAI company is making research in the area of artificial intelligence, and if we will go to their website, we can see the following. OpenAI is an AI research and deployment company. Our mission is to ensure that artificial general intelligence benefits all of humanity. And if we will scroll down, we can see that OpenAI's mission is to ensure that artificial general intelligence, or AGI, by which we mean highly autonomous systems that outperform humans at most economically valuable work, benefits all of humanity. Which sounds quite contradictory for me, but that's a different topic of discussion, so please leave your thoughts about that in the comment section below, and I will be very happy to read it. Now let's talk about OpenAI and ChatGPT history. The OpenAI organization was founded in San Francisco in late 2015 as non-profit joint venture of such companies as Y Combinator, AWS, Infosys, and some private investors such as our old friend Elon Musk. They jointly invested $1 billion. Surprisingly for me, late in 2018, Elon Musk left OpenAI company. As of now, you will not see his name mentioned in OpenAI website. In 2019, Microsoft became an investor of ChatGPT with an investment package of $1 billion into the company. Okay, I guess that's enough of history, so let's do some practice of using ChatGPT. Okay, first of all, what we need to do is to register on openai.com website. How you can find it, you just go to the Google and type OpenAI and you'll get to the openai.com website. Here we are. So now we need to register here. To do that, you can go to the introduction to the ChatGPT research release. And you can press this try button and you'll be forwarded to the registration page. Here you need to sign up. You'll press the button to sign up. And you can, few options, you can use your email to register, or you can just use your Google account or Microsoft account. So for me, I will just use my mail address, so I'll just, let's put some example like for mail@gmail.com, and you'll press that I'm not a robot. Then you will get list of some testing questions to confirm that you're not a robot, and then you can just press continue. As soon as you'll press the continue, you will receive email to confirm your email address. So you press the link and you will get your account will get confirmed and you will get account to the openai.com website. Okay, as soon as you register, you can come to the openai.com website. That will be your direct link, chat.openai.com.chat. I'll put it in the description below. So here's the chat with ChatGPT, with artificial intelligence chatbot, which can answer any questions which you can ask, right? And here, if you have a few examples, for example, explain the quantum computing in simple terms, or some ideas, or write me a code in JavaScript. It also says about the capabilities, and it says that it's remember what you're saying, right? So in the conversation with the chatbot, it remembers some facts which you're providing, some numbers. So in the further discussion, it can use and reference to the previous information which you provided. It also allows you to provide some corrections, or you can teach the ChatGPT about. You can provide some information right? So, which will be new for ChatGPT. And but at the same time, ChatGPT is trained to decline inappropriate requests. So if you will ask some harmful questions that it probably will not answer, or will say something like very, very neutral. And there are some limitations. First of all, sometimes it can occasionally generate incorrect information, which is expected, right? So it has some predefined amount of data, and it just operate within that. So probably it have some gaps. It also says that it may occasionally produce harmful instructions or biased content. By meaning that it don't be offended by if some answer will be a bit not polite or something. So that's how the system works, and don't get offended. That's just a combination of some ideas which is computer is making up, right? Secondly, it's also mentioning that the knowledge of the ChatGPT is limited by 2021. So it means it has some database of the knowledge, and since 2021, it doesn't have any connection to the internet. So whatever information was available for ChatGPT by the mid of 2021, so that's all what he or she, let's call ChatGPT she, right? I mean, I like to call it she, right? She knows by that time, right? And that's what she can use to answer your questions. That's basically it. And here's the main field where you can type your questions, or you can just say hi and ask how are you, and let's see what will be the answer. Hello, I'm artificial intelligent and I don't have feeling. Oh, that's pity, but I'm here to help you. Okay. Well, first question, what I would really interested is how I can call you. You can call me assistant. Is there anything else I would like to know? Okay, so we can call it assistant, and let's call it she. Assistant, and she will try to help us to answer our questions. Okay, and so let's start with doing some practices and some examples. Okay, the first example, which one I want to discuss with you, is how we can use the ChatGPT for making the blogs, and how we can make new articles for your blog, or generating some ideas for the new blog post, right? Assuming that we are the owners of the blog, we want to have some, we have a lack of ideas of the new posts, and we can ask the ChatGPT suggest us some good ideas. For example, we are travel blog author, and we can ask, hi, can you could you please give me ideas, some ideas for my travel blog posts about Asia, for example. Let's see what assistant will provide us. Sure. You see that ChatGPT providing us some topics and ideas, which we can use for articles, right? They're quite good. Roundup of the best luxury resort and hotels in Asia. Okay, it's good. So we can use it as a kind of good new ideas for us, which we didn't think about it. And let's try to see what other information can ChatGPT provide for us. Could you please give me a plan for the article? And here we are. So we asking about some structure of the article. How would ChatGPT would write this article? Which kind of main bullet points she would use? And yeah, we're getting some. So we, for example, we want to write some guide about street food in Asia, and we have a few tips and personal recommendations. So yeah, that's the structure about like introduction, some regional specialities, tips, and some personal recommendations. Okay, great. What if we can ask ChatGPT to write this article for us, right? Okay, let's try. Could you please write this write the article for the topic, right? For about 5,000. Okay, let's not too much. Maybe 1,000 words, please. Let's be polite, right? Here's sure. You see, so you can ask very special, like very specific questions of what you want to get, and you are getting the article. And you see the Chat GPT, she knows quite a bit about the Asian food. She knows about baozi, steamed bun, and yeah, spicy Korean snack. Right. So that's good example for the blogging. You're getting absolutely new text written by AI, so you can rewrite it. You can ask to change some keywords, for example, or you can change the size of the article. And at least it could be very good source of the ideas. It could be very good source of the initial structure of the text, and based on that, you can build your blog, build your articles. Okay, that's example for the blogging. Let's go for the next one. Okay, next example which I want to show you is how we can use the ChatGPT assistant as a personal assistant. For example, as we can see, she knows quite well the Asian cooking and street food. So let's see how she can make the itinerary for us for visiting some of the countries in Asia, right? For example, let's go to Vietnam. For example, let's say I'm going to Vietnam from 1st Feb till 15th Feb 2023. Could you please create detailed for me? Let's see what the system will give us. Okay, first one, we're arriving to Hanoi. Arriving to Hanoi, transfer your hotel, and some recommendation activities including visiting the Ho Chi Minh City and museum. Okay, so you see we have very detailed itinerary for our trip to Vietnam. She knows exactly like what are the cities, what are the places allocated in the city. She knows about Hanoi, the main touristic places, and like it's quite detailed. So I think we can ask more detailed information, but we should wait when she will complete this itinerary for us for 15 days, right? But as you can see, she had quite a lot of facts and information which she can combine into the valuable text. And it also referred to our previous example of the blogging, so we can use this one as well as one of the blogging example. But this could be quite useful even for personal use, right? Because it depends. Everybody have their own plans for how many days you're going, for how long, when, and so on. So all this information combined together, so she can use all the information you can provide. How many people are coming? If, for example, if you're coming for kids, right? I am coming with kids 3 and 5 years old. Any good places to visit in Hanoi? Okay, let's see how she knows about what could be interesting sightseeing for kids. Okay, so she have some ideas. Museum of Ethnology could be maybe too difficult for kids 3-5 years old, right? But anyway, it is fine art also could be a bit too difficult, right, for kids of 3-5 years old. Maybe she didn't understand what I was asking, but still she's trying, right, and she's providing information. I think we can continue, keep asking and clarifying our question. But you see, we still she's giving about the children's cultural place, well, which is correct answer, right? Okay, that's kind of example. So we can use it for our own kind of research on questions. So she can do this kind of combination of the information which we would find in the internet into something valuable, and some valuable piece of information, and which we can use for our further research probably, or keep asking some clarification questions, right? So that was an example of the personal assistant and how we can use ChatGPT for personal use, for our daily use. Okay, let's go to the next one. Let's assume you have a kids and you went out of stories to tell them before the sleep, and you want to incorporate it with some educational aspects, and but you don't know how to do that, right? So let's ask a ChatGPT assistant to make the story for us. For example, your kid likes Winnie the Pooh, and you want to teach them how to wash their hands, and let's make the story to let it to tell this story to the kid from Winnie the Pooh perspective, right? So let's try. I never done that, so let's try. Let's ask. Could you please make a story about Winnie and the Pooh, and teach my kids to wash their hands. Make it funny and short for 5 minutes. Okay, let's see. Oh, it takes time. Sure. Sure. Here's a story about Winnie and Pooh and the importance of washing your hands. Once upon a time, in the magical forest, there lived Bear named Winnie and Pooh. Winnie knows for the friendly nature, his loved adventure. One day, okay, so I will not read the whole story, but you got the idea, right? So the AI making the story about the Winnie, she understood what I want, right? She understood the idea, and I'm sure it will incorporate this kind of the teaching aspect of the story. So, which is quite fascinating, guys. So that's an example, right? The how we can make a story with some idea, with some roles, and some idea behind, right? Okay, that was an example of making a stories. Okay, let's go to the next example, which I think quite valuable way of using ChatGPT is how you can make a summary of the text or some content, which whether you want to read or you already read, but you need to make a summary, right? But let's try to make some funny example. I would try to use some lyrics. Let's use Ed Sheeran, maybe Sheeran, shape of you lyrics. Okay, why not lyrics? Oh, maybe. Okay, let's try what would be the summary of this text, right? Hi. Oh, sorry, it's already said hi. Could you please create a summary in one sentence from the following lyrics? Let's see what ChatGPT will say. The lyrics describe the romantic attraction between two people and narrator's desire for their love and physical affection. Okay, including spending time together and engaging in. Okay, it's not for kids. But that's an idea, right? So the ChatGPT understands the lyrics, and she can make it in a summary. Could you make it in 5 words? Romance and physical attraction in relationship. So that's how you can describe the lyrics of Ed Sheeran. How it's called, shape of you, right? So in the description we can use romance and physical attraction in relationship. which is quite good summary. Okay, that's a summary, but the idea you understood, right? You can use it for any other content which could be more technical or more like this, and you can make a summary, and you make and get the sense, the make an idea from the text. The next example would be quite useful for quite many people when you're applying for the job and you need to make a cover letter, and you're also always struggling to make some text, right? Because you're applying for different positions or different companies, and you need to make the different text for different positions. So let's try to use some example, and maybe we can make up the CV first, right? And then we'll make a cover letter from that. So as example, let's use someone famous like Bill Gates, maybe, and let's try to make a CV for the person. Let's use a short summary, probably like this. And here is my bio. Okay. Bill Gates, American business management, co-founder, Microsoft. Okay, she already understood that's it's all about Bill Gates. Okay, could you please create a short CV for the Bill Gates, like 10 sentences. Okay, one sentence. Okay, Bill Gates is a co-founder of Microsoft. Okay. Okay, we don't need, we need 10, right? At least. Okay, 10 sentences. Okay. So we have a kind of the short summary CV for the person. And let's make a cover letter for some positions for the Bill Gates. So, for example, in case Bill Gates will decide to apply for some job, so let's try to make. Would you please create the cover letter for Bill Gates when he apply for junior? Okay, Python maybe developer in maybe Apple. Okay, you see, we're getting the text starting with dear hiring manager, I'm writing expression of my interest in the junior Python developer position at Apple. As a co-founder of Microsoft and software developer with over 45 years of experience, I believe I would be strong fit for this role. Okay, so further you can see the text, but that's an idea, right? So we can use our own CV, we can use our own text of our experience, and we can give we can also give the position text, and based on that we can make up the cover letter. I think it's quite useful way of using this tool, and I think it will be useful for you as well. And that was I think, very good example. Okay, let's continue the topic of applying to the job, and let's try to ask ChatGPT to help us with rehearsal of interview application. So let's ask to interview us for the job position and ask some questions, and let's see how it will work, right? Could you please interview me for the position of okay, again, Python developer in Google, and please ask one question after another and wait my answer after each question, and give your feedback for each of my answer from the scale of 0 to 10 with short text feedback. Okay, let's try. Let's try. Could you please interview? Sure, I'll do my best to simulate the interview for Python developer position at Google. Please keep in mind that it is just exercise, and my feedback is not definitive assumption of your fit to this role. Okay, but she's giving me all 10 questions. Okay, she's asking how much I know the Python developer, how I know Django and Flask and libraries such as NumPy and so on. So yeah, I think that could be a good example and of testing. I will try to do it separately, but I think that could be a good way of testing your knowledge and maybe to getting some ideas of the question which you can potentially get for to rehearsing your interview before applying to the job. Okay, now let's go to more sophisticated examples. So we saw that ChatGPT can manage simple text quite easily, the plain text, right? But now let's give more technical requests. For example, we saw that in examples, she knows HTTP and JavaScript, but can she make entire website for us, right? Let's ask, could you please create simple HTML website page? Let's see what will be an answer, right? Okay, now we're getting HTML, which start with doc type, title, website, welcome to my website. Okay, so she knows what is website and how HTML can work. Yeah, we have initial text here. Okay, we can ask probably, could you please add contact form into this website? Sure, here's how you can add the contact form to the HTML page I provided earlier. Okay, so now we're asking to improve the initial response rate, and we're asking to add the contact form. You see, we're getting the form and labels. So if you're not familiar with HTML, that's a perfect way how to start. So you can ask the question, you can ask the request, and you can get what you need, right? So let's probably even make it better. Let's add some images here, right? Or let's put some cute cat image, and let's use this cute cats, maybe this cute cat's image. Copy link address, and could you please add the image to this website? Certainly, here's how you can add an image to the HTML page I provided earlier. You see, so it's like a normal conversation, how you're talking with your website designer, you're giving the task, you're providing some new inputs, and you're getting the result. But you see, we are having network error. But let's see, probably there are many messages at a time. Please allow the other responses to complete. Okay, I guess the system is a bit overloaded. That's happening. But let's try again. Something went wrong. Please try to reload the conversation. Okay, so let's try to recreate the discussion, and let's see. Okay, so that's how you are fixing an issues when you are getting an error, because this system is quite popular now. There are many requests, people asking different questions, and the system sometimes getting overloaded. So don't worry, just wait a bit, refresh a page, and just press the retry button, and you'll get the response, right? So what we are getting is the web page. We ask to add image, we ask to add the contact form, right? That's the code we're getting. So let's try to see how it will look at the internet. So let's HTML test online, something like this. We can use the Web3 school. We copy and paste here. We press run. Cute cats are not loading. Let's use other cute cats, right? Let's probably use this one, which in the new tab. Let's copy address. Let's go to the our send. Would you please change the cute cat's image to this one? Okay, certainly here's the revised HTML code. Again, we have a normal conversation with a ChatGPT assistant. We're providing new inputs, we're correcting something, we're changing something, and we're getting new updated result. That's how it works. And we are getting updated HTML code with a new image, with a contact form. So I guess if we will decide to change some fields of the form, we'll be able to do that. But as of now, as for example, I think should be enough, right? Let's copy code. Let's go to the editor, remove everything, paste it, and run. Okay, now it works. Now we have cute cats. And that's how it works, right? So if you want to know how to make like entire proper website, which will be available by the address, I think I'll create a separate video how to make like the website based on ChatGPT. So if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, and I will make a video very soon about that. Okay, but that's an example about how to making websites using ChatGPT. Let's go to the next example. Okay, now let's move to even more sophisticated example, and let's view how we can use ChatGPT for trading. For example, you're a beginner and you want to make some strategy how to make lots of money, right? So let's try and ask ChatGPT to help us with that. Could you please help me to create a simple Pine script strategy for the trading view? Okay, if you don't know what's the Pine script and what's trading view, I already created a separate video, very detailed, about how to make the strategy. So you just subscribe to my channel and check my previous video. Okay, but let's continue. Could you please help the Pine script for trading view? So let's see what will be the response. Okay, so we're getting the Pine script response. No, we're getting some strategy based on MA and fast MA and slow MA. So that's the code we can copy and paste into the trading view, and that will be the initial strategy which we can further improve later on. Okay, we copied. We can go to the trading view. We're going to the trading view and going to the product, markets, and charts, and you can put it here again, and you can start using it for different as an indicator for your trading. If you want to get more information about that, again, watch my previous video. I will put the link in the description below as well. Okay, so that was about trading, and let's go to our final example. Let's finish our tutorial with a funny example, and let's make example how to make a game in ChatGPT. So because it's a text editor, I think it will be cool to make a text-based game. So let's ask ChatGPT to create a text-based game for us. Could you please create a text-based game about let's see, like Wild West and okay, and a Superman. Okay, oh, well, it's the Batman. Certainly, here's a simple text-based game set in the Wild West and featuring Batman. Okay, you are the Batman and you have been called to the Wild West to help bring justice to the lawless land. Okay, now we're getting rules of this game, right? And we have our way how to play. So if you want to add some other characters, you can add, right? You can also put some other inputs and so on. But I think what we want is just not just rules, right? We want to play this game. Could you please play this game with me? Certainly. Let's continue this game from where we left off. you're the Batman and you have been called to Wild West. Okay, so we're getting the scenario, we're getting the situation, and we're getting options. So go to the small town, take a rock path into the mountains. But of course, we're going to the town. Race number 1. Okay, you're right in the small town. La 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 la. So here I think it's endless game. We can play all day long, and you can make your own game and play with your own characters and make your own story. So I think that's kind of interesting way of using and very funny. And I think overall tutorial was useful for you. If it was useful, please put a like. If you didn't find some ideas or you have some other ideas how we can use ChatGPT, please leave it in the comment section below. But for now, I'm saying thank you for you and enjoy your day and bye bye.